Toronto real estate has officially entered balanced market territory. We'll get into what that actually means, but in a nutshell, the number of sales are down, housing inventory, which has been one of the biggest issues affecting the market, is up quite a bit, but yet prices have continued to increase. How could that be? Good question. So let's dive into the September 2023 Toronto real estate market update. Now, I don't want to bore you by just spewing a bunch of numbers, so we'll try to give you the highlights and provide a bit of context. But as always, your journey will be unique to yourself, so if you'd like to have a chat about where you stand in your particular situation, feel free to book a call using the Calendly link in the description below, and I look forward to connecting. So let's go. And keep in mind, these are the overall averages for all of the GTA, so it may not give you the insight that you quite need for your market segment, but it will give you an overall idea of where the market is trending. Let's start with the average sale price for different property types. In Toronto, detached properties are over 1.7 million on average. Semis are just under 1.3 million. Townhomes are slightly below a million, and condos are at 732,000. That's all within the 416 area code. In the surrounding areas, we're looking at 1.35 million for detached, 970,000 for semi-detached. Townhomes are at 926,000, and condos at $660,000 on average. As you can see below here, these numbers are pretty much all up from last year, with the exception of condo apartments in Toronto. That segment of the market has been on some decline in overall price, but the City of Toronto numbers here are all up from last month as well, except condos, which are down just slightly. But why, you ask? If the number of sales are down, is inventory up? Well, let's see. I'm going to jump over to another chart here and see if it helps answer that question. These numbers include all areas, so keep that in mind, but total number of sales in September were 2,642, which is down 7% from 2022 and down 12.5% from August, which, let me tell you, is not normal. August is the second slowest month after December, so that is definitely noteworthy. New listings were at 16,000, which is up a whopping 44% from last year at this time and up 32% from August of this year. Now, active listings is the number of new listings plus what hasn't sold, and that's at almost 19,000, which is up 40% from last year and up from 15,000 just in August. This is the inventory increase I mentioned earlier, which has brought us into a more balanced market. And this is the biggest number of active listings we've seen since 2010. If we do see this continue to rise, we're looking at moving into an actual buyer's market. Now, September is generally always going to be more active than the summer months, so that explains a bit why we saw prices either go up or stay relatively flat after 3 months of price declines, even though we're battling the higher interest rates now that have pushed some buyers out. The move into the fall and having less active buyers is kind of balancing itself out, where we're seeing a somewhat predictable trend of market behavior with numbers increasing in September. But with the growing inventory as we move into October, where it's possible we see another rate increase on the 23rd, affecting variable rates. Meanwhile, fixed rates have continued to go up, making them pretty similar as of right now. And then going into the winter months, where activity generally slows down, it will definitely be interesting to see how prices eventually become affected. There's always a bit of a lag time with what the average buyer and seller is willing to accept. So will this inventory growth and continued pressure on people's purchasing power start to drive prices down? It very well could, and I will keep you posted as we see it happen in real time. I'd like to know your thoughts. Do you think we'll start to see prices come down even more? And if so, is that what you've been waiting for to get into the market? Let me know in the comments. Again, if there's anything that I can do to help, please feel free to book a call and I'm happy to connect. Till then, stay well and stay hungry.